Marhaba everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, hi, my name is Senna. If you are new, don't forget to click the subscribe button so you don't miss any of my future uploads. Okay, so I wanted to talk about something that I feel like we've all been through at one point or another, whether it's with gaming, with reading, with an activity that we really love, and that's burnout, okay? And I just wanted to make a video specifically talking about like getting into a gaming slump and things that you can do to get out of it. I just wanted to talk about some tips that you might find helpful if you ever are in a gaming slump, and hopefully some of these tips can also be used in different aspects as well. If you're in a reading slump, a cozy hobby slump, whatever it is that you just feel like this burnout from. I just feel like lately, personally, I've been in a little bit of a cozy gaming slump. I just look at the games that are either in my backlog or games that I already started but didn't finish all the way through, and I just don't feel excited to play. You know what I mean? Cozy gaming and gaming in general should be something that's fun. It should be something that's like relaxing. And I just don't like to force myself to do something that I'm just not wanting to do. You know what I mean? So I just feel like having these tips and implementing them can really help, especially if you really want to play a game like me. Like, I really want to just sit down and play a cozy game, but I just feel like I don't have the motivation to do that. And I just feel like I'm not fully invested or interested. Like, you guys know that when a new game comes out, or when you're like really excited to play like your favorite game, and you have that, like, you get everything set up, you know, you get your snacks, you get your coffee, your matcha, whatever it is, you set up your whole area, and you just like, you can just play your game. I just haven't been feeling that lately. So here are 7 tips to help you get out of a cozy gaming slump. So my first tip, which I feel like I've been doing lately, is just taking a break completely. You know, don't force yourself to play. At the end of the day, when you're gaming, it's supposed to be a very fun activity. It's supposed to be a way for you to de-stress, to unwind, to relax. And sometimes when I feel like I'm like forcing myself, it kind of takes the fun out of it. So by taking a break and focusing on a new activity, I feel like that helps give that mental reset. It gives you a break from the games, and then it gives you that opportunity to like miss your games, you know, whether it's missing the cozy games, missing your RPGs, missing your puzzle games, whatever it is. It just gives your brain that chance to focus on something new, so that way you can go back into gaming and be like, oh, I actually missed gaming. For me lately, I've been reading a lot. Focusing on that new activity, I mean, it's re-sparked my love for reading again, and my just appreciation of being able to kind of like dive into this different activity and still feel cozy. But also it kind of gives me that opportunity, like I said, to miss gaming. So now, for example, when I like sit and record my gameplays, I'm just really excited to get into like Stardew Valley, or get into like filming those cozy demos. So I just feel like being able to take that break and not gaming 24/7 has helped me getting over like a gaming slump. Tip number 2 is actually to research new game releases. I know for me, if I'm in a gaming slump and I just don't feel like playing my current games, looking forward to new games gets me kind of like excited about it, and I get to like just, you know, have something in my wish list. Put the games in your wish list and just like look up those, you know, trailers, new games that are going to be released. I mean, definitely having more than one avenue of gaming is definitely helpful. So for example, if you have a Switch and you also have a PC, I know that certain games are released on both of the consoles, but I also feel like there are a lot of games, for example, on PC that you can't find on Switch, and vice versa. So I feel like looking up those new releases, kind of reigniting that interest in new games that are going to be coming out for each individual platform, is another way where you can kind of get out of your current gaming vibe and to kind of immerse yourself into something that you're excited about. My third tip is to just DNF that game. If you are in a gaming slump because you cannot finish the game that you're playing and it's reached a level of like frustration, you're not having fun anymore, it's just annoying, DNF it. You know, we have a DNF for books, DNF for games, like all the way. If a game is just no longer interesting to you, it's not fun, you don't like it, even if a million people like it and they're like hyping up the game, if it's not something that's for you and not something that's making you feel interested in the game and you're not having fun with it, just don't play it. Don't play it. You know what game I did that for? Dadish. Okay, the whole concept of the game Dadish is so funny and cute, and they have like some like commentary that's like quirky and just like it's like a dad jokes type of like game, like it's like a very dad vibe. But that game set me into a rage. I finished the first one because I was like, I was on I think the last level, and I was like, okay, I just want to finish it. And originally, before I even finished the first one or even started playing the first one, I got Dadish 2 because it was on sale. So after playing the first one, I did not play the second one. I deleted them both because it was just not fun anymore. Like I just felt very stressed out, and I just felt like, no, I don't want to play this game. It's not fun anymore. So just DNF it. DNF those games. If you don't like them, if they're not fun anymore, don't force yourself to keep playing a game or to finish a game just because like you bought it. Delete. It's not worth it. It's not worth like forcing yourself to just finish the game just because you got the game. I'm like, no. Okay. Same for like books. People DNF books all the time, and I know for some people it's really hard to DNF certain things because it's like, well, I kind of invested a lot of time into it. But don't think about it like that, because don't waste more of your time into something that's not giving you joy. You know, again, gaming should be fun. It should be relaxing. It should be a time to unwind and to just de-stress, you know? My fourth tip, which I feel like actually I do quite often, is to watch other people's gameplays, especially on YouTube. I love watching Animal Crossing gameplays. I don't know what it is about it, just watching other people in their Twitch streams, on YouTube, with their gameplays, excuse me, with their gameplays. I just feel like it, again, reignites my like love for it and kind of gets me like feeling excited, especially if you like put on someone's YouTube video and you're playing that same game simultaneously. It just feels like you're in a little like gaming date with the person that's playing on the channel. I have a lot of Stardew videos and Animal Crossing and cozy demo games on my channel, and that's kind of what I envision people doing when they're watching my Stardew Valley gameplays, that they're also playing Stardew Valley. They listen to the tips, they listen to my commentary, they listen, like it's like a little podcast, but it just feels so cozy and comforting being able to play the game while also watching someone else play that same exact game. Like, I don't know, it's just very cozy and I like it, and I just feel like watching other people's gameplays also makes me feel really excited to play that game again, especially Animal Crossing. I don't know what it is about it, but I love watching people's Animal Crossing gameplays, you know? I do. It's like low-key an obsession, because I went through a period of time where that's just all I was doing on YouTube, just watching other people's Animal Crossing gameplays. And I love it. That really helps me get out of a gaming slump and kind of reignites that interest in certain games. All right, my fifth tip is going to be to play different games. If you have a specific genre of game that you're into, maybe, and this is a big fat maybe, you're feeling burnt out from that specific genre. Sometimes people that are like, let's say you're specifically into like farming games, you love farming games. Don't get me wrong, farming games are very cozy, but a lot of the farming games, they're the same theme, you know, they're farming games. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like by trying a different genre of games, something that you haven't tried before might kind of ignite your passion, and you might find something, and you might be in a situation where, like, let's say you're not into puzzle games, but then you see a lot of people talking about this specific puzzle game and it's really interesting and it's really fun and it's like simple, and you know, you try that puzzle game and then you're like, wow, I really didn't think I'd be interested in puzzle games, but after this game I'm like kind of into it, and that reignites that passion for gaming, that love for gaming, and it feels like you're doing something new, even though you're still gaming, but it feels different. You know what I mean? So if you're the type of person that kind of sticks to one specific genre while you're gaming, I would suggest trying something new. And go easy on yourself. I mean, like, if you haven't ever played a puzzle game before, don't go from like 0 to 100 with the difficulty levels. You know what I mean? Because some puzzle games, if you're not into puzzle games, yeah, some of them are very, like, they're a little bit more complex and it's just gonna annoy you, you know? So try something easy, something that people recommend for like beginners in that specific genre, so that way you don't feel overwhelmed and you don't feel like you want to throw your controller at the wall from frustration. My sixth tip is kind of going to be the opposite of the last tip, but not really. So for me, I know that sometimes when I'm in a gaming slump, I just love to go back to the basics. I love to go back to the games that I know make me feel cozy, that I know are like my tried and true games. They're like, I love them. You know what I mean? So Stardew Valley, I feel like, is that for me. The other day, well, not the other day, but like a few weeks ago, I hadn't really played Stardew Valley outside of my gameplays, and I was like, you know, I just really feel like sitting down and just gaming. You know what I mean? Like, that's really what I want to do. So I set up my space, I set up the lights, I turned on Stardew Valley, and I was just gaming on my own farm, and I was like, wow, I really forgot how much fun it was to just like go back and game, but just like going back to the basics, going back to a game that I know makes me feel cozy, a game that I know is like fun for me, a game where I feel like I can just unwind and I don't have to necessarily like be super focused with it, but it's still like a fun time, you know? Especially I feel like if you want to go back to your tried and true games, but those games also have like a multiplayer mode, that might also make it more enticing and fun and just cozier to be in that gaming setting if you're in a gaming slump. So like, for example, if your tried and true game is Stardew Valley, maybe try a co-op farm. See if you have any online friends or any of your friends that also want to, you know, play on that farm, and you can like FaceTime and just like make a cute little date about it, you know? If you're sick and tired of like the basic farm in Stardew Valley, you know, and you have a PC, potentially like think about modding the game. And my last tip to help you get out of a gaming slump is to just have fun. Remember that with cozy gaming, with your activities, with whatever it is, like the point is to enjoy yourself and to have fun. So just remember, like, it's just a game, you know? Have fun with it. You know, it's just a game. Have fun with it. Don't take it too seriously. Don't take yourself too seriously. Like, just enjoy yourself. Enjoy that time that you get to unwind, and just remember that games are supposed to be fun, and help yourself have fun, you know? Don't stress yourself out. Have a good time. I hope these tips have been helpful for you. I hope that you learned something new. I hope that there was something in this video that is going to help you if you are in a gaming slump, because a lot of these things actually did help me, and I feel like when I actually implement a lot of these tips, it helps to get me back into gaming instead of making me feel like I'm constantly burnt out because it's just no longer fun. You know what I mean? So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I enjoy filming videos like this. So if you guys have any suggestions for other types of videos that you want to see, whether it's game recommendations, cozy essentials, more vlogs, just let me know in the comments down below. I love making content. And you know what's crazy? If you guys don't know, I feel like I'm going to talk about this in like every single video. You guys are going to be sick of hearing it. But hopefully by the time you watch this video, I'll be in Lebanon. But I'm going to Lebanon for 3 weeks. So pretty much the videos that you're seeing until about mid-June, I want to say, are going to be my life in like 1 week. Just jam-packed into all of these videos. So I hope it doesn't feel to you that it's like just 1 week, you know. I hope it feels like, oh shoot, is this her life now? You know what I mean? So yeah. Anyways, I do hope you enjoyed this video and found the tips helpful. I definitely recommend implementing some of them if you're feeling a little burnt out, especially just trying a new activity. Yesterday I can talk about it in this video, but yesterday I started a new cozy hobby that I've done when I was younger. Like, it's not something new to me, but I was like, you know, I just feel like crocheting, okay? And so I chose a relatively easy project to make, and so I made myself this Kindle sleeve, and my Kindle's inside. It's not perfect, but it's just the fact that like I made it and it was fun, and I feel like it was very therapeutic, and it's supposed to be like a love letter, okay? And it's so cute. For me, I just don't like feeling the pressure like I have to do an activity. You know what I mean? I don't want to feel like I have to game or I have to read to prove a point to myself, to finish 100 books, to whatever it is. I want to do that activity because I want to, because I'm excited for it. So I just felt like yesterday I read maybe a little bit, but I just felt like the majority of my day was filled with doing this activity and making this sleeve, and it was really fun. I felt like it gave my brain that reset. So now I feel like, oh, I'm excited to read. And also I made myself a cute little case for my Kindle. Like, it's so cute. I mean, the only thing I would love to add to it is like a button, so that way this stays down, because or else it's just like that. But still, like, I did that and I'm very proud of myself. And yeah, I just feel like I just hope these tips are helpful and useful for anyone that's going through any sort of slump, where they feel like their favorite activities or their favorite hobbies kind of now feel like a chore rather than something that they're enjoying. So yes, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching my video. I really do hope you enjoyed it. And if you are new, don't forget to click the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!